Hey y'all, it's Jeremy Godin over here at jeremygodin.com, reviewing the most common sense sales techniques, coaching, and discussion so that we can all get better as a sales team, as salespersons, as salesmen. We can get out there in the field and apply what we know and share and learn and keep up with trends and tactics as our consumer base changes. Make sure to like this video, follow me, all that other fancy social media stuff. Today I want to talk about getting the credit card, getting those 16 digits, and how to really make it a natural flow when asking for a credit card for your product or service. It's definitely the hardest part of the sale, but it can definitely be the easiest part of the sale if you've painted the picture the correct way before asking for the card. Follow the techniques in this video series or techniques that you've learned work best in your industry with your product or service. And really apply that. If you apply that straight through, it makes asking for the credit card so much more natural. One thing I always like to apply when asking for the credit card is like an option close, putting an option close right before it. Getting the customer to commit to something verbally before committing to giving me the credit card. So a couple examples might be like a lead up question like, great, now did you want ground shipping or 2-day shipping on this vitamin patch or this weight loss patch? Did you want that 3-day shipping or did you want the free ground shipping? Giving them that option close, they're going to pick one. And then the next thing you might go right into is, great, and will you be using a Visa, MasterCard, or American Express to get that reserved for you today? Again, that's giving them the options, because when you give them the options with a credit card especially, it's very hard for them to say yes or no. Of course, if you say, great, now will you be using a Visa, MasterCard, or American Express? And the first thing they say back to you is, do you take Discover? Cha-ching! You know that's a sale right there. That is definitely a sale. But of course, there's also, you can go right into a rebuttal series. The rebuttals you don't want to expect. But it's always very possible that they might go into rebuttal and try to break out of that unnatural answering the questions you might have. And of course, they might say, well, now what is this for? Or what does this cover? And at that point, you want to just naturally seem, oh, I'm sorry. Yes, that reserves your appointment for next Friday. Or yes, that's the deposit on these vitamins and the shipping. So you want to paint the picture if they come back with that rebuttal. Don't expect your rebuttals, but that's obviously a point where you can expect a rebuttal. So the biggest part in getting the credit card is painting the picture, treating your product or service like a commodity. Hold on one moment while I check to see if we have someone available to come out this Friday to pressure wash your home. Or hold on one moment if I can see if Mark's available to come out and give you, kind of take a look through of setting up a buyer contract to sell your home. Whatever your product or service is, you want to make your service or product seem like a commodity. Let me check if there's any more of this iron available right now. I know, this is busy season. You want to paint that picture. You want to make your product or service not directly, indirectly a commodity, so that when you paint that picture and you get up to the point of asking for the 16 digits, it's much more easier. So you want to give them an option right before asking. The credit card is the biggest lesson in this video. Now, great. Did you want me to send the plumber out this Thursday between 1 and 4, or was Friday morning between 10 and 12 better for you? Give them those two options. Most naturally, they're going to pick one. They're not going to say yes or no or divert from your plan or pivot from what you throw at them. 90% of the folks are going to answer one of those questions. And right after they answer that question, there should be just a very natural drop, a very assumed painting the sale kind of picture. And then you're just going to say, great, now to get John out there this Thursday afternoon, that's all we're going to require would be a Visa, MasterCard, or American Express. Which one would you be using today? They say, do you take Discover? Cha-ching, that's a sale. But most naturally, when you give them one that was 1, 2, 3 options for payment, they're going to select one of those payments. You might say, now, would you be using a credit card or did you want us to invoice you? Was you going to be using a credit card or do you want to apply for our loan program or our guaranteed credit program? So it's very important to give them an option, a verbal option before that. That's likewise to the product or service you're selling, and then drop them on those 16 digits. This is Jeremy Godin over at jeremygodin.com. Hope you enjoyed this quick little video series. Your comments and feedback are always appreciated. If I get enough feedback from you, I reveal stuff, I look at stuff, I try stuff out with my team, and sometimes I come back and change these videos because your comments can change my perspective and my methods, and that's what I'm here for, to share it with you. Thank you and have a great day.